For over a decade, Syria has been a land of despair. The once vibrant and culturally rich nation has been reduced to rubble, with its people enduring unimaginable hardships. The echoes of bombings and the cries of the innocent have become a haunting soundtrack to daily life. Streets that were once bustling with life now lie in ruins, a stark reminder of the relentless conflict that has ravaged the country. What began as peaceful protests during the Arab Spring of 2011 spiraled into one of the most devastating conflicts of the 21st century. The hopes and dreams of a better future ignited a movement that quickly spread across the nation. People from all walks of life took to the streets, demanding change and an end to oppression. However, these aspirations were met with brutal resistance. The regime of President Bashar al-Assad clung to power with an iron fist, using brutal force to silence opposition. The government's response was swift and merciless, with military crackdowns becoming a common sight. Soldiers clashed with protesters, and the streets turned into battlegrounds. The regime's determination to maintain control led to widespread violence and chaos. Under Assad's rule, tens of thousands of political prisoners faced torture in secret detention centers. These dark and hidden places became synonymous with fear and suffering. Many were detained without trial, subjected to inhumane conditions, and denied basic human rights. The stories of those who survived these horrors are a testament to the regime's cruelty. Chemical weapons were unleashed on civilians, violating international laws. The use of such weapons brought about unimaginable suffering, with countless lives lost and many more left with lasting injuries. The international community watched in horror as images of the aftermath surfaced, showing the devastating impact on innocent men, women, and children. Families were torn apart, and over 13 million Syrians were displaced, seeking refuge across the globe. The refugee crisis became one of the largest in modern history, with millions fleeing their homes in search of safety. Camps sprang up in neighboring countries, and the journey to find a new home was fraught with danger and uncertainty. The resilience of these families in the face of such adversity is truly remarkable. Despite the overwhelming odds, rebel forces persisted. These groups, made up of ordinary citizens turned fighters, continued to resist the regime's oppression. Their determination and bravery became a symbol of hope for many Syrians. The conflict saw numerous factions emerge, each with their own vision for Syria's future, but united in their desire for change. In a stunning turn of events, they conquered Damascus, Syria's capital, in late 2024. This victory was a significant milestone in the struggle for freedom, marking a turning point in the conflict. The fall of the capital was celebrated by many, as it signaled the beginning of the end for the oppressive regime. The streets of Damascus, once filled with fear, now echoed with the sounds of celebration and hope. The liberation marked the collapse of a regime that had ruled with fear and bloodshed. The end of Assad's dictatorship was a momentous occasion, bringing a sense of relief and optimism to the people of Syria. The years of suffering and struggle had finally culminated in a victory for the oppressed. The celebrations were a testament to the resilience and spirit of the Syrian people. With the fall of Damascus, the doors of Assad's notorious prisons were flung open. Thousands of political detainees who had endured years of torture and isolation were finally freed. The sight of these individuals walking out of the dark confines of their cells into the light of freedom was a powerful and emotional moment. Families were reunited and the long-lost were embraced once more. Thousands of political detainees thought to be lost forever walked free. The emotional reunions that followed were heartwarming and poignant. These moments of joy and relief were a stark contrast to the years of pain and suffering endured by the detainees and their families. The liberation of these prisoners was a symbol of hope and a new beginning for Syria. Syria now stands at a crossroads, with hope flickering on the horizon for a nation yearning for peace. The road to recovery and rebuilding is long and arduous, but the spirit of the Syrian people remains unbroken. Communities are coming together to rebuild their homes, schools, and lives. The desire for a peaceful and prosperous future drives their efforts, and the world watches with bated breath. The Syrian people's struggle for freedom is far from over, but their resilience continues to inspire the world. The journey ahead is filled with challenges, but the determination and courage of the Syrian people shine brightly. As the sun rises over Damascus, it symbolizes a new dawn and the promise of a better tomorrow. The international community must continue to support and stand with Syria in its quest for peace and justice. Follow my page and comment HOPE in the comment section so I can be inspired to give you more insightful stories of concern from around the world. Your engagement and support are crucial in spreading awareness and understanding of global issues. Together we can make a difference and bring attention to the struggles and triumphs of people around the world. Thank you for watching. Your support and interest in these stories are invaluable.